Good morning, Warren First 931ers. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter. We're going to have Brian. He's over here being Mr. Magic Man on the computer for just a quick second. But, okay. Last week on Thursday, there was a big meeting about the Dibble Rock Quarry. There was a lot of people that had some opinions. The board addressed it. I saw Tommy, and of course, I was overseas. So I saw that Terry Bell was there, Tommy Savage, and the rest of the crew. And it stirred up some more questions. And we were asked if we could get our county executive on here to kind of explain what the County Powers Act is and try to break it down a little bit. Because like we said on here on the show, we want to try to stay informative and educate people. And so first and foremost, I want to thank you for coming on the show with me today.
I appreciate you having me. I'm glad to come anytime and try to inform the public of what the county government's trying to do.
Exactly. And so I asked Terry, there's a lot of questions that were asked, and I broke them down. So we're going to ask him 6 questions today because I know he's got a busy schedule. He's got a meeting at 10. But if you guys have any questions, first and foremost, do you realize you can call this man's office?
Yes, we're glad to take calls. 473-2505.
Which you do already.
Yes.
And just again, I know some things can get misconstrued in the heat of the moment when we're very passionate, either if we're for it or against it. But again, this is not just going to help out from what I understand. And after you guys hear this isn't just going to help out just the Dibble community. This is going to help out the entire Warren County community. But he'll break that down for you guys. First off, can you explain how the County Powers Act is not a county HOA that, and I guess that's no one is paying like HOA and anything added has to be to a 2-3 vote?
Yes. The County Powers Act will actually have to be passed by 2/3 of your county commissioners. It'll be 16. If we only have 16 there, all 16 will have to vote for it. Okay. It's of the body. So it'll have to pass by that 2/3 majority. Okay. And the County Powers Act allows you to regulate certain things in Warren County. Is what it allows you to do. Now, I will go on record as saying the way we have proposed this is we are only trying to regulate rock quarries, rock crushing, and mining.
Not agricultural things.
Well, I actually want to read that.
Okay.
We're just on this in this act. I'm against the Powers Act if you're broadening it up because DeKalb County passed this back in October, and they actually put in some noise ordinances and things like that. That I am not in favor of that, any of those regulations. Okay. And as a matter of fact, I'm as big a guy as anybody. I don't want the government telling me what I'm going to do with my land.
Right.
But I think it's my job as county executive, with the information that I have found out, to set Warren County up and let the people know exactly where we're at and what's going on. What's brought this on the County Powers Act is you've got DeKalb County's passed it, so a quarry can't go in there.
Right.
Well, they're limited. They have to be 5,000 feet from any property owner or any residence, church, school, a lot of different stipulations. The Grundy County passed the same thing. Cannon County has had this passed for a long time. Coffee County has zoning. White County has passed this. So all these areas now are limiting where quarries can be. So what we've got the situation right here today in Warren County, that, I've heard a lot of people say, well, that's not in my district. I'm not really worried about the one at Dibble. Well, I've got news for you this morning. Centertown, these I can confirm this. I can't even confirm that actually we're getting a quarry in Dibble.
Yeah.
But I can confirm that there's 2 places been approached about putting in a quarry if this Powers Act is turned down in the Centertown area.
Oh, wow.
Because I think where we're getting, and like I say, I hate regulations as much as anybody, but we're getting in a situation where we're the only county left, probably the closest to where's all the real growth is happening in Rutherford County, Nashville. We're the closest county now that has no regulations on you putting in a quarry.
So if somebody wants to put a rock quarry in and we don't have that Powers Act, they're coming.
They're actively soliciting. I mean, I was told last night, this is some new information that I found out. We had 3 large farmers that actually turned down an offer from a group that puts in quarries. because they didn't want that in their area.
Yeah.
And so it's something that, you're like, well, that one, the Deborah doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
But in reality, if you vote, if we don't do something, and there's only one other thing you can do is put in zoning, and I'm totally opposed to zoning.
Right. Because that's
And
going to,
that's
zoning
gonna-
going to affect more than just rock
More
quarries?
than just rock quarries. And
Okay.
if this resolution that we've come up with today, if it affects anything more than rock quarries, rock crushing, or mining, I'm not for it myself.
Okay.
Because I think those things, it'll be detrimental to our community if we wind up with 5 or 6 quarries around Warren County. This quarries don't go away. Most of the time when they open a quarry, it's a 50, 75-year deal before they close the quarry because it's so hard for them to open those.
Yeah.
So that's what's brought up this, and I want to go ahead and read everybody. There's been some things, well, I'm in the nursery business, which is one of our major businesses. I am too.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do anything that would impede agriculture. So in this resolution, it reads, whereas nothing in this shall be construed as granting Warren County the power to prohibit or regulate normal agriculture activities. And this has been put in there because it's according to TCA Code 51118, Section B.
Okay.
So, if you're...
What I'm showing on the computer screen is a sample through the University of Tennessee.
Yeah.
This right here.
Yeah, and
it's pretty common.
Yeah, it is. And we've even went further than that. We added in there, whereas the Board of County Commissioners of Warren County has determined that it would be beneficial to them to have in Southern County for Warren County to adopt these regulatory authorities for the purpose of regulations of a rock quarry or rock crushing, and the committee added mining into that.
Which makes sense.
So that's the only 3 things. And if somebody is a better lawyer than, and thinks we need to put something else in there to make sure that's all it does, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, I agree. And but with that said, and again, he's already said this a lot of times this morning, but in the meeting, you said that you support the County Powers Act, and they're asking, and I'm going to just go through it. Do you still support it? And can you help break it down a little easier for people to understand? And he's kind of already done that in a sense.
Yeah,
but
in a sense, yes. I mean, I'm supporting it to limit rock quarries, rock crushing, and mining. If it's anything other than that, I'm not for it.
Yeah.
Because, I feel like we've got a situation to where I hate the government regulations, but when the other counties around us have passed all these rules, now where does that put Warren County?
Yeah.
If you are a company and
needing a home for their
home, you're going to get all the rock quarries coming to Warren County. And, I look around and I look at it like, do you want that next to your back door, next to your property line?
Yeah.
And
can you and speaking of that, I know you already mentioned it too again, but for everybody that's just now tuning in, can you reiterate the other counties that's already using this and how it's helped them?
Okay. DeKalb County has just passed it back in October.
Yeah.
White County passed it a couple of years ago, according to the county executive. I don't know, Cannon County's got it in place right now.
Okay.
And Grundy County's got it in place right now.
Yeah.
Now, they have went a lot further than what I'm willing to go. They have regulated, some of them have regulated noise. It can be expanded to include that. And everybody's worried about, well, if you pass this now, they can come along later. That's the reason we really need to, it's important who we elect and put in these positions of county commissioners, because ultimately I will never vote on this. The county commissioners will decide. So you need to call your county commissioners and let them know. I know they're struggling. They don't want to impede on anybody's right on their ground. But at the same time, quarries blast and quarries create a lot of toxic dust that travels up to 5,000 feet.
Okay.
So this is not something that, we all had the situation to where that the chicken houses were fixing it where people couldn't go out beside their houses and go out and have a picnic or anything or cook out behind the house and because of the smell.
Right.
But we learned that through what we're only allowed as a government to do what the legislature lets us do.
Yeah.
And right now there's a right to farm bill and that. But I feel like those chicken houses are affecting people's way of life in Warren County.
Yeah.
And I hate it for those people. I wish there was something we could do. Yeah. It's almost like I've had, some of the people that are complaining about the Powers Act were also back when they were spreading biosolids.
I was going to say, because, Tommy Savage
now-
brought a lot to
Now,
that.
this cannot be expanded to even include that, because the
Mhm.
biosolids is considered a regulated, normal agriculture activity
Yes.
to fertilize the ground.
Yeah.
I don't agree with it. Now, I'm not
Mhm.
telling you I agree with it, because I think that should be treated
Yeah,
if you're going to use it.
100% agree.
But at the same time, this cannot be expanded to actually cover that.
Yeah.
It couldn't be expanded to cover the chicken houses. If you're running your tractor of a night on a nursery, I know a lot of people spray at night.
Yeah,
That this cannot be used
for that.
to
Yeah.
get you in any trouble or change anything you're doing as far as agriculture on your property.
And then the next question that somebody asked me, which I was like, I couldn't wrap my head around it. They say some are worried about future commissioners abusing this act. If a future government wants to abuse the act, wouldn't they just pass it and then abuse it?
That's exactly true. There's
Yeah.
no way we've got a really good commission, I think, and that's the reason it's really important who you elect as your commissioners.
Yeah.
To make sure.
And that's what I was telling people. You need to educate yourself, not just by what he's saying, but if you want to read this yourself,
Yeah.
I mean, he probably can send you a copy.
Yeah,
You
be glad
can
to.
ask the other county
I will
commissioners.
give them a copy, and y'all
Okay.
can put it on y'all's website,
Okay,
and you can read it
perfect.
for yourself.
Okay.
And if we need to fine tune this to where it makes people feel more that we're just regulating the rock quarry, rock crushing, and mining, I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Bring it forward. We're
Yeah.
asking for the public's help
Yeah.
in this, because it's to protect the community. If
As a whole, not
as
just
a
for
whole.
Dibble, but now we're, like you said earlier, if you're just not tuning in, is potentially, if this does not get passed, there's
two of them in Centertown.
two in Centertown. Again, so this is like for the whole incumbent.
The whole county. So,
Yeah.
it could pop up and you could find out it's in your neighborhood
Yeah.
tomorrow.
And just me talking about my stuff, me and Slaughter are just building a home in the Wheeler Road area, and there
Yeah.
is a lot of land that
There
could be
is.
taken. And you never know when you buy that property, like, is a chicken coop going to go there?
Yeah.
Is another subdivision going to go there? Is a rock quarry? It's
Yeah.
kind of the risk that you take. And then again, moving on, some say that this was all rumors and hearsay to convince the county to pass the County Powers Act. What are your thoughts about this statement?
Well, I wish I could ease people's mind in Deborah, because I've not got no confirmation. Now, the ones in Centertown, I do have confirmation.
Yeah.
That one. So I can tell you those two there.
Yeah.
If this act, and what kind of concerns me a little bit, I guess I've got a stereotype that
Yeah.
when I look at a rock quarry, I think of you digging in the side of the mountain like a number
Right.
8,
Same.
and you're taking a mountain down. What's concerning me is these potential quarries they're putting in now are putting in, this property at Centertown is next to the river.
Oh, another
This one
one.
in Dibble is next to Mountain Creek.
Yeah.
And so these are actually flat farms that
Yeah.
they're talking about going to digging on. So we could potentially change our waterways.
Mhm.
And, if they blast in that area and hit a small cave,
I was going to say.
and that water turns down in that cave,
Water's-
it could be actually a dry branch.
Right.
And of course, I think nobody in Warren County wants that.
Yeah, I agree. And how does this affect citizens with their own land and rights? Can agriculture be affected, as our county is big in agriculture? And that's kind of like, we've already kind of hit it.
I just want to keep reiterating that. I don't want, this is plainly in there, and it's plainly in the TCA code.
Yeah.
So, and somebody asked me, they can change it later. Well, that's the trouble we have. We have government that changes, and
Yeah.
if the government passes this and we get it wrong, it can always 16 votes can undo it next month.
Okay.
So it's not like it's a thing.
It's not set
forever,
in stone. Yeah.
set in stone forever.
Yeah.
So, it's for the community to decide, but I do want the community to have the facts out there,
Mhm.
because I don't want all these quarries to start popping up all over the county, and then everybody go to run into the county government. Why did y'all not do something?
Yeah. Why didn't y'all do something
Why
about
didn't you
it?
do something to stop this from happening? Because after there's a grandfather clause in here. Anybody doing this now has no problem.
Yeah.
So, I don't know exactly how many we got in the county. I know the big ones up on
Right.
Highway
That's
8.
the only one I know of.
And I know there may be some small areas that's got license to do this or whatever. And if they do, you're not affected by this.
Yeah.
You're grandfathered in.
Yeah.
So
So when is this going to be coming up for the big vote? What day is that going to be on?
this will be on Monday, the 21st.
21st. Yep.
Yep. At 6:30.
And is this opened up to the public to come watch?
Yes. This is a public meeting. This is your meeting. We're doing this to try to help Warren County. If the citizens feel they don't want this at all, the repercussions will come down the road.
And I do know that if anybody, I know in years past, if people do meetings, if anybody needs to speak, how does that work? I know like the last meeting, last Thursday, everybody got to speak that was there, correct?
Yeah, we limited it to 15 because
15, okay.
I mean, at some point, everybody doesn't want to be there 4 hours,
right?
And most of the people were coming over the same. I mean, the bad thing about the quarries is the blasting and the silicon dust. That can travel up to 5,000 feet,
right?
And that's the two things about the quarries that I think
are
really
the two big,
the really concerning things. Everybody, they're welcome to come. We will have 2 people. We will have to determine 2 that can speak for it and 2 that can speak against it, because that are rules that has been in place in the county court for
years,
for several years now.
And they only have a certain amount of time to speak.
I think it's 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
I'll check on that because I'm gonna be honest.
I think it is 3 minutes.
Yeah,
if I recall, it's either 2 or 3 at least that I know.
Yeah.
But again, I want to say thank you so much coming on the show. Guys, again, when you have questions, we try to get people like Mr. Bell to come on and talk about these, try to educate. And again, like you said, he's going to leave us a copy. Is there anything before I let you go, you want to read anything else from it?
Well, no, I read the 2 things about the quarry, and I read about the agriculture, and I'm no lawyer. A lot of it is lawyer.
And he will be speaking the 17th.
Yes, I will be coming I will be going
that's right,
to the Republican Party, and I'll be explaining this. And like I say, if there's some language in there needs to be changed to where I feel like we got it narrowed down to those 3 things.
Yeah.
But if it's not, hey, call my office and let me know.
Yeah, before the 21st.
Before the 21st, I'll try to see what we can get done, because we're trying to do this to help the county. And if the commissioners, ultimately, it's their decision. They're the ones that reach out to the residents in Warren County. And if the residents don't feel we need it, and that's
I always say this: the majority, whatever the majority says, is that's how it's.
So what if it's a deadlock?
It can't be a deadlock. You have to have 2/3 vote.
Okay, 2/3. Okay.
So it's 24 commissioners. There's no way.
Got it.
That's the only way
I was
I'm
thinking
allowed.
8 and 8. If only 16 showed up, it's got to be 2/3.
2/3 of
the body that shows up.
That's like if we have 6 commissioners gone that night, you'd still have to have 16 votes.
So all you commissioners, you better be there.
Yes.
Yeah, and we ask you as the public to reach out to your commissioners and tell them, because don't just take somebody's word for it that, it's going to affect agriculture or this or that. Reach out and do your research and make an informed decision. That's what I'm asking everybody to do.
And Kevin Hobbs just said, can you read section 1?
Yeah, and that you did read that.
No, it is pursuant to the directives of TCA Code 51118C. The Board of Warren County Commissioners of Warren County hereby expresses an intent that the county be authorized to exercise those powers granted to municipalities under TCA Code 62-20122 and 23. Such powers are described by law as the ability to define, prohibit, abate, suppress, prevent, regulate all acts, practice, conduct, businesses, occupations, calling, trades, use of property, and all other things whatsoever detrimental or liability to health, morals, comfort, safety, convenience, or welfare, or the habits of the municipality, and exercise granted policing powers and prescribe the limits within which businesses occupy and practice liable to be nuisance or detrimental to health, morals, or security or general welfare of the people may be lawfully established, conducted, or maintained.
Okay.
And I will tell you, if we're trying to regulate those things, and that's what this says, I'm against it. But up at the top, if you read, it says, whereas for the purpose of regulating a rock quarry, rock crushing, or mining.
Yeah. That is what it's pertaining
That's what
to.
it's pertaining to.
Yeah.
Now, this is a section on the TCA code, what authority it could
It's
give
just
you.
the definition
the
of what it
definition.
can give you. But
Yes.
what we are asking in this County Powers Act right now that the communities have been saying is what he's talking about rock quarries, rock crushing, and mining.
And mining, and that is
That's
it.
it.
If you want to do any of these other things down here, I'm against this myself.
Yeah.
And if we need to put some more language in there, I'm fine with that too,
Yeah.
because I'm not a regulation guy, but I am concerned about the potential. Now, this is the potential 3 properties in Warren County.
That it could
That-
happen to.
We've not had that happen. This is the first time
Gosh.
this has come up. So, I mean, if you study about it, just ask yourself, why all of a sudden have we
Yeah.
got 3 properties coming up that are proposed rock quarries?
Yeah, what changed? What happened?
What changed all of a sudden? No, what changed is Grundy County passed this and DeKalb County passed this to stop those quarries.
Yeah.
Warren County is the only one left.
Yeah.
So we could become the rock quarry.
So again, talk to your county commissioners, call them up, text them, let them know your concerns. And I say this all the time. There is nothing wrong with being for something or against something. That's what our great nation has always been based off of. And so if you call your county commissioners, let them know your feelings, and then come and show up to the vote on the 21st, or come if you want more questions before the 21st. Come to the Republican Party meeting on Thursday the 17th at what time, Brian?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, and it's going to be held at the
Early voting room, but
Early-
hopefully we get so many people we have to go upstairs.
Yeah.
All right. That'd be
let
good. That'd be
let
good.
the early voting room or the Republican Party know if you're going to show up, so they know if they need to get the Magnolia room upstairs or something, so you can have those times to ask the questions to our county executive Terry Bell.
And County Executive, you've got a lot of people who are sending you well wishes and thanking you. Holly
Hillis.
Lanisa Bell. There's several people. Jonathan
Well-
Womack. A lot of these people have thanked you for.
Yeah.
You may not see these things that pop
Yeah.
up.
Well, I listen. I want everybody to do the research, and we want to do the right thing for Warren County, and that's a good thing about our government. We'll have a vote Monday night, and either way this goes, Warren County will be okay.
Yeah.
We'll be good, but we want the citizens to be informed about what's happening, and if that, just do your research and let your
Yeah.
commissioners know, and kind of look at it like the point. If it was going right and next to me as my next door neighbor, would I be okay with that?
Yeah. And that's kind of like what the Dibble community, I want to say the Roy Foster Road opposition did. They went door to door and
Yes.
asked, like, what do you think about this? Because it started with some families that have kids, and then they found out that there's elderly that live out there that already have trouble breathing.
Yes.
And then there's some people that didn't really know about it or didn't care about it. And that's what happens. You got to knock on your doors and ask your people that live in that area, what do you think?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And they, like I say, it's a great thing we've got in government where you can let your commissioners know, and we'll come up with, I guarantee you, we'll have results one way or the other. Monday
Exactly.
night.
So with that said, what's your phone number again if they need to call
It's
you?
473-2505.
And I want everybody to know I have done a lot of meetings and happenings over when I to get these informations, not just for stuff like this, but for other issues that come up in our community. And let me tell you, this is not the only thing that our county executive and our officials deal with on a daily
we deal with
basis.
a lot on a daily basis.
But when you I will tell you this, there has been a lot of issues that are still going on today that haven't even got this close.
no,
And I want to say that because this is something, if it is near and dear to your heart, whether you're for it or against it, you need to go to that Republican meeting, voice your opinion. You need to go to the on the 21st meeting to see this through, because I just think it's so great how this has came to fruition this quick.
Yes. Well, this is kind of a timely thing, too, because everybody asked about why we're in such a hurry. I had one of the commissioners, if I got time to,
You do.
and I told him, I said, the problem is if they actually get in the process of getting a permit, which none of these places have filed for a permit at the state as of yesterday.
Okay.
Because I talked to TDAC yesterday. I'm in constant contact with them
Yeah.
trying to, if we get this in place before, They can't start without coming to the county. And they is another piece to this puzzle. These regulations that we will place on quarries. They have to be 5,000 feet from a residence or a church or a school
or
something
waterfront
like
or creek,
and
things like that.
down the road, if we see that we need a quarry somewhere, those restrictions could be reduced down. With a 16, takes a majority of 16 to change anything, though.
Yeah.
So, and if you'll study back in 16 out of 24, you got to get a lot of good comments.
If it can't be used, then why have it on the act? No, it's just with Kevin. What I think you're talking about in Section 1, they have to put the definition of
Yes, and
what
I
the
mean,
law can be defined.
I could talk to the county attorney. Maybe it could be Section 1 could be taken out. I don't know that. I'm not a legal person.
He was just reading as far as I think what Kevin's asking. This is just the definition of what Section 1 is and what are you using it for. And if you go back to the top, it's talking about the top part on the second paragraph.
We're limited in our authority to do
is those three things. They're just limited in on the rock quarry, rock crushing, and mining. It's just that part on Section 1 is just the definition of what it could be used
and
for.
Like I say, if that needs to be taken out to make the public feel better, hey, the commissioners have got that ability Monday night.
Yeah. And Kevin, if there's something that you've heard or how you've read it, it might need to be a little fixed or tweaked. You need to call the county executive's office and let him know.
Yeah. We're totally open. If we can take that out and still get that, I don't know if it has to be in there or not. The lawyers draw these up. So
who owns the property right now out there? Is it still the Martin family that owns it? Because
yes.
Yes,
and
because they're saying
tell the property in Centertown.
I got you.
Yeah,
the only reason,
but I have been contacted by them.
Yeah, I figured you would.
Yeah.
When did and I don't know which property, and I guess this goes back. It says, when did the property get sold and when did the purchaser notify the state of the proposal of a rock quarry at the?
I cannot confirm the one at Deborah.
Yeah.
I cannot do that. The person that's selling the ground actually contacted me in Centertown.
Okay.
Himself.
And that's how you can confirm the Centertown one, but the Deborah one.
And I can confirm that they went to another group of farmers that have relayed to us that they turned them
to confirm
down.
Both. Yeah.
Yeah, to confirm both. But because they have to actually own the ground to file for the permit. So that's the reason this is kind of a deal we're trying to shove through in April.
So Kevin says, I like and trust Terry and some of the commissioners, but it's the next county commissioners. Yes, I contacted some constitutional lawyer. They said otherwise.
Well, I mean, if it needs to be, listen, that's fine. If we need to take it out, I mean, I don't have I just told you, I'm not in support of it if we're not just regulating a rock quarry, rock crushing, or mining.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how much plainer I can make that.
He is supporting this as long as it does those three things. If you are out there listening and it involves agricultural or something else other than rock quarry,
I will fight against this tooth and nail.
Yeah. Again, let's see. Kevin Hobbs. It was core drilled and an environmental study done in Deborah. And again, I've heard all that.
We've heard all that, but we can't 100%.
I wasn't there to see it. I've heard that too.
Yeah.
And I will say this, when you go on chatter pages and you see stuff, it's like the telephone game, guys. I'm just going to say it like it is. You got to be careful what you hear and see and read. And that's what he was saying. And like what I do, when you hear something that's concerning to you, do your research. And what I do when I hear of a city or county thing going on, you know who I call? I call Terry Bell.
Yeah.
And
my phone will ring, and it rings a lot.
And Terry goes, well, Kelly, for example, there was a thing when the biohazard or the bio waste that was here.
Oh, yeah.
And I called him and I called Tommy Savage because I saw his two names. Yeah. And I said, well, so who else do I need to talk to? And then they told me I needed to talk to this environmental group.
TDEC.
TDEC.
The only one.
And so at the time, it was Robert Becker, and I know it's a new person.
Yeah.
And so I had to do my research. That is what you have to do as well. And if you can't take his word for it today, research it.
Yeah.
Check into it.
That's exactly right.
But if you're, I will say this, if you're like me 40 years ago, lazy, and I'm like, well, I'm just going to trust my officials because I trust you, then let's trust you. Let's, that's what I say.
We're going to put something up. Everybody watch what's going to come up on the screen. The chatter is not a reliable source.
No.
Thank you, Lanisa.
Thank you, Lanisa.
Thank you.
But is there anything else you want to say before I let you go? Because I know you got to get going.
Yeah, I got a meeting going on later, but like I say, if another lawyer thinks something needs to be taken out of this to make sure we've got that, I'm perfectly on board with that. We just need to get it done Monday night before we pass it.
Oh, yes.
Or don't pass it. Whatever
Right.
the commissioners up to me like this choice.
So let your commissioners know where you see Warren County needs to go so they can be the voice for you. All right, guys. But with that, we're going to take a quick break and hear a word from our sponsors. Thanks again to Terry Bell for coming in. And remember, Warren County, keep it first.
Located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville, or give them a call at 474-1776. At Our Coffee, we pour love into every cup of coffee we serve. Welcome to Our Coffee Drive-Thru, located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville.
Don't know what to eat? Have you tried Cumberland Biscuit Company or Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli? Down on Main, you can enjoy pizzas and sandwiches, weekly combo specials, soups, salads, and finish it up with Tops Frozen Treats. On the weekends, check out Cumberland Biscuit Company's unique dishes like the Twisted Goat Burger or the Bambushka Burger for lunch or dinner. Get the experience of going out of town right here in McMinnville, down on Main. Follow Tops and Cumberland Biscuit Company on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
When you need help with your medical needs, who are you going to call? At Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you're not just a number, you're a part of our community. When you call Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you'll get a live person to help answer your medical questions. In a hurry? Try our convenient drive-thru. Not able to get out? We offer free delivery within the city limits. Stacy specializes in Mr. Stewart's over-the-counter and prescription cough syrups. Need to transfer your prescriptions? It's no trouble to transfer to Stacy's, where people care and wellness matters. Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy is located at 485 North Chancery Street, or give them a call at 474-0600.
It's the perfect time for planting. Visit Randall Walker Farms at 8240 Manchester Highway in Morrison, Tennessee. From fresh plants to seasonal favorites, we have everything you need to beautify your home or project this fall. Available for both retail and wholesale. Looking for something sweet? Don't miss out on our delicious frozen blueberries. Stop by and see us 6 days a week, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. For more information, call 931-635-9535 or email rwalkerfarms@benlomond.net.
Craving the best barbecue in the South? Look no further than Prater's Barbecue in Morrison. Whether you're dining in or taking out, we've got something for everyone.
From our mouth-watering brisket, baby back ribs, juicy ribeye steaks, specialty sandwiches, and fried chicken tenders, your taste buds are in for a treat.
Don't forget our weekly specials. Monday, spaghetti or hamburger steak. Tuesday, meatloaf or barbecue chicken pork. Wednesday, pork loin or Salisbury steak. Thursday, smoked chicken halves or country fried steak. Friday, fried catfish or Cajun catfish on rice.
Whether you're feeding hundreds at a company picnic or meeting a friend for lunch, you can count on Prater's to satisfy your taste buds.
Call us at 635-2259 and taste the tradition at Prater's Barbecue. 30 years of excellence.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
To have the best products and service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's what makes us different from our competitors, well, we're just fine with that. Come see us today or give us a call at 931-815-9000.
Come join us at 110 East Main Street for a farm-to-table experience all year long. We offer gluten-free, dairy-free, guilt-free goodness that will leave you feeling energized and satisfied with every bite. Our small batch from-scratch menu bursts with juice, shots, smoothies, soups, wraps, and sandwiches, and more prepared daily to give you all the nutrients your body craves. We never add powdered sugars or anything you can't pronounce, so don't miss out on this delicious, healthy opportunity. Swing by and indulge in some wholesome goodness today at 110 East Main Street, McMinnville, Tennessee.
Community Network Productions takes you inside each community with local interest stories, local music artists, and information.
With each show, the focus is the people and our beautiful community. With our creative team, we customize unique show ideas with our friends in the community. Our focus is you.
See each of our shows on all social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and at our website at www.communitytvtn.com.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Warren First 931 is your one stop for all things local and all the time. Daily podcast you can listen, watch, comment, and help share through Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Audible, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Make sure you join our text club at 81010 at Warren First 931. You will receive upcoming events, weather alerts, school closures, county and city updates. Make sure to subscribe to our weekly newsletter, The Local Voice. It has everything that I talk about on the show, as well as the events we attend throughout the week. Your stories, your opinions, and your events. This is Warren First 931.
Are you ready for your new Ford? Hi, this is Chris at Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison, inviting you to come and visit our dealership with special finance rates on that special Ford truck, Bronco, or SUV that you have been looking for. Plus a great assortment of pre-owned inventory. We are proud to be part of the local community here in Warren County and now offer complimentary pickup and delivery for service. Your Pioneer Sports Ford headquarters, Reddick Brown Ford, Manchester Highway, Morrison. Have you driven a Ford lately?
All right, guys, welcome back here on Warren First 931. I am your host of the show, and I forgot to turn that camera on for you, Brian.
Oh, that's all right.
Okay.
As long as I'm looking into the screen, it's not about me. I hate looking at myself, guys.
Yeah.
I like looking at you beautiful people on this beautiful day.
Yes.
And yes, we've got some beautiful weather.
We do have a beautiful weather again. I thought with all the storms, from yesterday, it said it was a 45% chance. But again, guys, it's sunny conditions expected today around 4 p.m. Wind gusts are still going to be up to 31 miles per hour, making your temperatures feel like 51. But today's high is going to be 68 degrees. Tonight's low will be 46 degrees, but currently in downtown McMinnville, we are at 59 degrees. And I want to say thanks again to Reddick Brown Ford for being our community weather sponsors, because without them, this could not be done. And I also want to say, guys, while I got a minute, I want to say thank you to our county executive, Terry Bell, for coming in today and explaining when Thursday's meeting hit of the initial talking about it. I know I saw a lot of people, and I want to say thanks to Brian for showing up for us there and videoing what he could, because, of course, again, everybody's got second jobs, okay?
Oh,
hence why you could see him.
Sorry, guys, I just got off work.
No, it's okay. I want people to know that this is not just our one job.
And one of the things is people were complaining about not being able to hear. And I apologize, guys, but the guy who was sitting in between us just a little while ago, he saw that people are having a hard time hearing. And
turn that microphone on.
He got a microphone on there. Mr. Jason Hillis, thank you, sir, for setting it up and getting us going.
Yeah.
And we were off and running after that. And then I had to leave. And then I heard there was a lot of good things. And I would really encourage everybody to come out Thursday night to the administrative building at 201 Locust Street, to the early voting room in the back. If we fill that sucker up, they're going to have to move it upstairs.
I think they should already plan on doing that.
And then after hearing the news about our friends in Centertown, guys, if you know somebody in Centertown, you need to let them know ASAP,
that if
because-
this does not get passed Monday night with the 2/3 vote, there's going to be two potentially, because he said he could confirm this for sure, 2 rock quarries will be put in the Centertown area because they have already turned in their paperwork. So again, you heard it here first. And so again, this is going to help the whole entire Warren County community. And we just got to get this. And like Kevin said, and like Terry said, he's not a lawyer or anything, but if things need to be written a different way, they can. And I do want to say this, something we said off air. My fear, Kevin, if we take off what Section 1 says, anything that, because it's just the definition of what the County Powers Act can do. And then in the top, it says, well, what are you using the County Act powers for? If you take anything out of that for future, to come, does that penalize and we can't take care of the other stuff,
Well, and the thing is we're just now coming into this type of situation.
Yeah.
And other places have done it before. And it's really hard when you're not exposed to something. I mean, it's not like there's a manual saying, hey, if you're a commissioner, be expecting this. The wheels of change are happening all the time. And so that's why we've got to have commissioners that have their ears to the ground, that listen to their people, that have some wisdom and foresight, that can put in place resolutions like this that stop things like that
from happening.
So, and then the thing is Terry's a conservative.
Yep.
He's like a lot of us. We want less regulation.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you have to protect the people.
Yeah.
And the citizens out in Deborah, which I'm one of them, and I hate that I'm so biased, but this is right around the corner from my house, guys.
Yeah.
So.
And it's not at my house. And like Terry brought up the 2 points of the blasting and the that dust that comes from it that can get up to 5,000 feet from where it's at. Those are the 2 things that are concerning to me as a parent having kids. I don't want my kids or myself to have in the future, dust get in my lungs to create future health problems, because that, if you look into what the dust can, and I know I'm saying it wrong, but that dust can cause harmful, health issues in the long run. And if you already have health issues, it creates even more. And so that, to me, it's devastating. So show up Thursday night if you have any questions, because that's where Terry Bell will be next, where you can ask him about this County Powers Act. And I'm telling you guys, as somebody that is not, I'm the non-biased one because I don't have a rock quarry near me, but I am a little biased when I think of the Warren County community. And if we don't jump on this like the other counties have, instead of being known as the nursery capital of the world, we're the rock quarry and drilling of the,
We're the miners. Oh, Dad, I got the black lung.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Zoolander, I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, we don't want to have people with allergy problems here. We've got beautiful trees that cause allergies, and we're not going to get rid of those, but we don't want to add more on top. And then, when you talk about strip mining and stuff, that just devalues the soil content.
Yep.
And then, for us, the people that like in my community that have well water, that's going to change the water tables. And so,
and if they blast in the wrong place and that's near a creek and stuff, my other fear is the water going to start getting drained, and then there's going to be not as much water. I just think about stuff like that. And then you got to think about the inhabitants that's also in the water, the fish that it could ruin and things like that. But with that said, thank you to everybody that did call, text, tweet, email. I hope that having Terry on this morning has clarified a lot of y'all's answers in the Warren County community. And if not, like we said, you can call him, and I'm going to go back. You can call the county executive's office is 473-2505. Is that right?
Yeah, I've got it.
Oh, sorry.
We'll
Yeah.
put it back up.
Oh, I was doing it, but you're good. Yeah, we're trying to multitask. We're doing a great job today. But there is his number at his office. Leave him a voicemail. And I will tell you, if you can't get a hold of him or Jason or their secretary there, you need to just, when you leave the message of why you were calling. Whether you're for it, you're against it, if you want more information on this resolution, number 5. But again, we have a copy of it. as it stands today, and it could change by Monday. And if it needs to, it needs to. If not, it stands as is. And then Brian did post earlier the image of what a from the what was that website? The Tennessee.
Yes, this is from the University of Tennessee, and this is a. I'll just
just put it back up real quick.
Take this up. Hang on 1 second. I'm gonna put the
link
to it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put a link for you guys up here.
Jamie Jaco, my son and his girlfriend absolutely love you and your coffee. Going to come and check you out. Oh, that's Tina from Our Coffee. Love it. Hello, everyone. Miss Retha is chiming in with us this morning. Thank you, Lori Holder Weston. Good morning from Key West.
Oh,
what? Look at you, girl. And then, and of course, thanks again to Brian for posting that. Here is that link.
Now, this is the University of Tennessee's County Technical Assistance Service.
Yeah.
The University of Tennessee has set this up because we've got 95 counties in this wonderful state, and we all need help.
Yeah.
And so this is a sample of the County Powers Resolution Act. So what you do is you go to this, and it's got the Tennessee Code annotated in here, 6-2-201, and you can go through here and you can add in like your county and different things. And what Executive Bell has done is that they've added stuff about Warren County in here, filled in the blanks. But this is basically the streamline of what they've used for all the counties that have enacted this resolution.
And going to Winnie, what he's just showing you is that the online is only the sample. We just now got the Warren County, and this is kind of what they went off of, and then they just replaced it with the Warren County issues.
But if you follow the link below that we've posted on there, you can go to that and see it yourself. But it is through the University of Tennessee, and so we're very blessed that we have this technology where we can share it with you guys.
Right.
But it's pretty cut and dry.
It really is. And I mean, he's given us all of this stuff about, the section 1, what's the purpose? And it says, and I mean, again, you guys will post this up on our social media as soon as we get done with the show. But it says the section 1's purpose, it is the purpose of this resolution to regulate the operation and location of quarries in the unincorporated areas of Warren County, Tennessee, in order to promote the health, safety, economic development, and unincorporated areas of the Warren County, Tennessee. I mean, it breaks it all down of what this right here is, essentially, right? Is how I'm understanding it.
Yes.
And it even breaks down section 2, like the definitions of blasting, the clerk, the commissioners, the people, the rock crushers, the mining. So again, all of this information is here. And so again, and thank you, Winnie. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, everybody that is chiming in this morning and letting us know all these things. But if you want to see currently right now a sample of what what the resolution is going to look like, you can go to that link that Brian did say. But we will share this as soon as we get done with the show today, I promise. But continuing on with that, we got to talk about all things happening in the Warren County community. First and foremost, yesterday coming back in the swing of things was not a shy moment for me. I want everybody to know that I was getting called, text. Are you alive? Yes, I'm alive. Today is day 2 back with my land legs. Your Ariel is here, okay? Just with blonde hair. But no, I'm doing really good. The babies are excited to come back.
Wish I was in Key West right now too, Junior.
Oh, same. I mean, you could be if you want to. And then, of course, thanks to Brian again. You can reach Terry Bell, our county executive, also by email. And, if they're like Kevin brought up, about the definition part, what I would do is go and get that sample, take it, and then say, this is what I think needs to be changed. And, and go from there.
Listen, none of us are contract attorneys here.
No.
And if we do have a contract attorney that's watching us, hey, let us know you're a contract attorney and let us know what we can do to get this fixed. But no, guys, again, this kind of stuff, it's life. We have to learn through it, but we can't be scared of it. And we've got, and in this thing right here, you can find out so much information. So we've got to do our due diligence and do it. So thank you, Kevin. Thank you for
keeping us on
honest.
our toes. Yeah, I love it. I love it. And keeping everything up and honest. Tax season tax day is almost here. And
it is here. Today is
tax day.
Tax day,
Yeah.
April 15th. But I heard this, and guys, if you know, oh yes,
If you want to read,
No,
go ahead.
okay,
Go
okay.
ahead.
Let's
You
see,
were
'cause
already going into my segue.
I'm sorry. Somebody told
No,
me
it's
this.
fine.
Pay attention, Tennesseans. Now, this is from our friend, or whatever we call him, Nick Burries.
Yeah.
But you can put a pause on paying your taxes. Yep, a major announcement the day before tax day from the IRS. The IRS is giving everyone in Tennessee more time to file their taxes. This is because the entire state is considered a disaster zone right now after straight line winds, tornadoes, and flooding earlier this month. Every taxpayer now has until November 3rd to file. The IRS has automatically provided an extension to anyone whose address is on file within Tennessee's 95 counties. So, well, how about that? So, I just got told that this morning. I was like, are you kidding me? And they said, no, they heard it on the news.
Yep.
So
we got ours from News Channel 5, Nick Burries. He posted it. We shared it. So thank you for keeping us informed on that.
As Steve Urkel says, no sweat, my pet. You've got this.
I love that. Also, we shared this the other day. And I want to tell everybody, I hope you guys are enjoying Melody's adventures, travels, as she is going to all these cool locations. And can you guess where Melody's at next?
Where in the world is Melody
Cream? Yeah.
No, the alliteration was really good with Kelly Walker Slaughter.
Oh, I know. It was always good. But we also shared a thing about Beauty and the Beard, too. It says adopt a senior. Of course, we all know that prom is coming up. Some kids may have the funds and some don't because they're just financially not able to. But with that said, Beauty and the Beard salon style, they're ready to add a little surprise and shine to your self-care routine. Starting April 1st through May the 7th, their gumball machine, Adopt a Senior, is live and open. For just $25, pop in a quarter, twist the dial, and win a service inside. Every prize is valued between $25 and $125, and you could score amazing services like a head spa treatment, nail services, highlights and colors, and so much more. Not only will you get pampered, but you will also be supporting and adopting a senior from the class of 2025, making this event a win-win for all, right? I think it's awesome. So come play and win and give back one gumball at a time. Now, Beauty and the Beard, this event is going on from now till May the 7th, so make sure you do that. Our seniors this year is all on there. We have the privilege to watch these young ladies grow up and celebrate huge wins. So, again, if you want to see, they got all the photos on there of some folks that are the Adopt a Senior. So, again, stopping for just a second on that. Junior's saying that the IRS is laying off coming next week.
Yeah, well, with a lot of things. I mean, they tried to hire a bunch, and you'll see in the future. I mean, just with some of the things that Trump promised ahead of time, he was trying to slim down the bureaucracy. So you're going to see layoffs through them, and hopefully the tax structure is going to change. Hopefully it's going to be more of an expenditure tax instead of getting taxed on your income.
Oh, that'd be great.
And imagine that, however much you spend, that's just like a sales tax. So,
and he also said, can I do a stop payment?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. And then Lindsay Hillis says Jessica Reed Santa Claus. I don't know what that is.
I think that's for me, but thank you, Lindsay Hillis. I appreciate it. And look, I want to put up our
get them up there.
Let's see if we can do this just right.
Are you in the system? I can do it
I'm
for you.
I'm going to remove this one right here, and I'm going to see about. I'm going to stop screen.
Yep.
And then I'm going to add a share screen.
To your Facebook.
Is
Yeah.
it that?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
there it is.
And then I got you.
You got me.
Yeah. Look, I'm already ready for it.
All right. Way to go, man. Look at this. Teamwork makes the dream work. So, Miss Tina, we love you
Yes.
and we think the world of you. And I saw this as I was scrolling through just a moment ago.
Mhm.
And tax day is here. Whether you're crunching numbers or filing your forms, take a break and treat yourself
Yeah.
to your favorite brew, loaded drinks, cookies, or muffins. Let's make this tax day a little sweeter. I am down with that. Our coffee. And Miss Tina, we love you. Oh, girl.
What?
Look, I stopped by delivering the local voices, and I saw this thing that Melanie or somebody posted, and it was a pickle lemonade.
Oh yeah, I saw that last week. Was it delicious?
It's incredible.
Okay, I want to try
one.
one.
It's so good.
I'm not a huge pickle person unless I'm working out, like I do the pickle juice.
Oh.
For my leg cramping.
Listen, you'll have no cramps. You'll feel so good. You'll love it. I mean, it's just got the right. It's almost like a Gatorade kind of, but it's got a.
Oh, so you don't know if it's that yellow Gatorade or if it's pickle juice?
Well,
kind of.
You can still taste the pickle. You know,
Okay.
you know it's pickle juice, but no, that's a really good one. But yes, thank you, Miss Tina at Our Coffee. Make sure to see her, and she's just such a wonderful, wonderful human being. And we got to get her husband, Mr. Tim. Mr. Tim, we're going to have you on sometime soon, too. And I know they work all the time, so we'll have to do like an after-hour special with them.
Why not?
They're wonderful. So thank you, Miss Tina, for sponsoring us.
Yeah.
We love
being
all
one
our
of our very first sponsors here on this show.
Oh,
We can't do
yeah.
it without our grandfathered in folks for sure. But continuing on as we're going back and forth on this, which I absolutely love now. Yeah. So I saw this yesterday, and if anybody has a 6th and 7th grader, now I don't know if this is open to the public. I'm assuming it is. Oh, there it goes. But with that said, their awards show at the Warren County Middle School ceremony is going to be on May 19th. The 6th grade is going to be at 8:30 in the morning, and it's going to be at 10 a.m. for the 7th grade class. So if you have a child at the Warren County Middle School and you want to be a part of their awards ceremony day, which, I figured you'd be there.
I do.
You got your babies.
Those.
That you need to make sure, because again, it is from what I found out, open to the public. Another thing I want to say, a shout out to our man, Jeff Barnes, our sports guy.
Oh.
He is doing a phenomenal job, taking names and taking numbers. But yesterday, I didn't fix the Monday. It's supposed to say Monday, not Wednesday. I apologize, guys. But yesterday, our Pioneer boys played the Spring Hill team, and they won 6-0 last night.
All right.
And on top of that, not only did they do it, but our Pioneer girls, let me tell you, I was so thrilled. And I know you see me screen sharing with you guys, but their final score last night against Franklin County. And again, let me tell you, I know that there are times where, they sometimes we hit a rut, and that happens. We can't win every game. We try to win every game, but we can't. But this is one of their, I think one of their first big wins for softball. And I just want to say kudos to the coaches and the girls for playing a great, and I think last night too, without Barnes being here, it was a district game last night against the Franklin County. So, what are you pulling up?
This Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, with that said, I'm going to bow down as he comes on. So, again, we have a ton of events that are going on this week. One of them that is really dear to our heart, Jessica Higgins.
You got me? Yeah.
I'm ready for you.
This is Copper Blue. This is
fun. Yeah, this is for Copper Blue.
For our boy Blue, changing people's lives.
Mm-hmm. So join the Wacky Lemon this Thursday. We will be there broadcasting live, doing a little pop in ourselves, because I would like a Copper Blue lemonade.
I would too.
Yeah, and you should wear this. Or we should wear blue. Hey, I take the challenge. So Thursday is dedicated to Copper Blue. Everybody wear your favorite blue shirt, top, outfit for this kid. I think that would be so neat to get a picture with everybody in blue.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. the nurses at the hospital, it's a St. Thomas policy,
Yeah.
royal blue.
Royal
So yes. But I work. Actually, I'm not working this Thursday.
So we can go.
We can go,
Yay.
and we probably won't do a Good Friday show. And I'll tell you, Thursday, as soon as the show's over, I've got to get my kids. We do a Maundy Thursday, which is that's Holy Week, where we go have a Last Supper in honor of Jesus, and we go to Jackson, Tennessee, where my in-laws live, and it's wonderful because we do blessings on the bread and on the food. Try to make it like a Passover meal, and it's really cool. And it's one of the things that me and my family are grounded in, and we get to do with my in-laws. And so, guys, I hate that I'm going to have to miss the Republican Party meeting, but I'm going to go to this, and then we're gonna have to bounce. But so. Kelly, you're going to have to be.
It's okay.
You're going to have to be it. But no, I think I'm going to leave people a video of the things that some of the things that come across, because
family tradition.
Well, hey, yeah, and this weekend, the Republican Party, the state Republican Party, held its spring meeting, and I got to attend.
Oh,
and man, there was so many people there, and there were a lot of county chairs that were there, and there's a lot of election stuff going on where people have different outlooks and things like that. But really, who is that?
I'll tell you in a minute. Keep going.
Oh, cool. But no, so I got to be part of that, and so I want to leave the party some notes and things.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna make a quick video, because I know they're tired of me rambling on and talking, but and we can talk, can't we?
We can always talk, especially when there's two of us in a room. Well, there's no room for error there. Moving on, as he's like, well, who is this? I'm going to remove you right quick, bud. So right here is my good friend, Dr. Ray True.
Oh, is that Dr. True?
And he got to go, he was live on the piano the other day at NHC Healthcare. Everybody was saying they were so blessed to see Dr. Ray Troop play today. That was one of my first smiles I've seen on my sister's face in quite some time. All the patients were enjoying his playing. And I just want to give him some shout out love, because he is such a phenomenal player. If you don't know all the stuff that he does, guys, I mean, I don't know if you get to hear it. I'm telling you guys, if you do not know Dr. Ray Troop, you need to get to know this man, because he is phenomenal at what he does. Continuing on, Melody, of course, she was at this campground called the Magnolia Campground, and they had Highland cows and everything. Like, you camp with all these farm animals, and I just think it's so awesome of her to do. I love how she does these little travel things. Don't forget Cookies by Brax. There is a new cookie in town. So if you haven't...
what is it?
It's called a carrot cake cookie.
Oh, Uncle Buzzy would love those.
Oh, yeah. And if you haven't seen it on our Facebook page and Instagram page, please look at that, because all the cookies I had from Brax so far have not disappointed me yet. My favorite two would be the banana pudding and the birthday cake. Those are my two favorites.
Oh, man.
Oh, who is that?
That's Mr. James Bennett with his lovely wife, Courtney.
Aww.
They're down at Augusta National at the Masters.
Aww.
Well, I say it says throwback. So
it's the throwback when they were there.
Throwback picture. Still,
Psych you out.
Very cool.
Psych. Another event that is going on that I definitely need to talk to you guys about, that we do not want to forget or miss, because I already know I'm forgetting one event that I cannot find currently right now, so I do apologize. The coming up this weekend is the project graduation nursery sale. It's going to be this Friday and Saturday at the Bobby Ray Elementary. Friday is from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday is going to be 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And so to all the nurseries out there that are listening and they're watching, thank you for donating a tree, a plant, a shrub, for this project graduation, because the nursery sales for project graduation is one of the biggest. So again, thank you guys for that. As we continue on, Caney Fork, I saw this yesterday and I wanted to share it with you guys. I just think it's really neat that they had, they recognized, let me go to the post. As I say this, today we recognize Tennessee Line Workers Appreciation Day. That was yesterday.
Oh, cool.
These 2,060 line workers across Tennessee put their lives on the line every single day to provide the things we too often take very for granted. 100%.
Yes.
Line workers deserve to be celebrated every day, and we hope you will join us in doing so. So even though this was yesterday, if you see somebody working on your line this week, or you know somebody that's a line worker, thank them and do the hashtag thank you line worker 10 and then put their name to it. Because if there's a line worker out there that you guys know, I would love for you to add. This is the Caney Fork Electric Boys that they took all pictures.
Electric men.
Sorry, Electric Men.
They're good old boys, but they're electric men.
Sorry. But, and then here's some more pictures of our Caney Fork guys. But yeah, so yesterday we want to say, we didn't mention it, that it was, line workers, and we should, again, I'm one of many that take it.
Tag us in, hashtag us.
Yes.
Send it to us in a private message. It doesn't matter. Get it to us, because we want to recognize these folks to keep the county going.
Yes. And then lastly, because I'm going to stop my screen share, we have available, it is out today. I'm going to be sending the digital copy as soon as we also get off the show today. But if you want your copy of this week's The Local Voice, which it is free to subscribe, it is free to pick up at any of the locations. Guys, it's so simple and so easy. If you want a digital copy sent to you each week, text the keyword Local Voice to 931-305-0869 and make sure you put your email in it, okay? And once you do that, we will send you each Monday and Tuesday, we will send you a digital copy straight to your phone, straight to your laptop. There is some works of being not just this type of hard copy. Brian's got the ones from last week in it, or 2 weeks ago we have over here. But we have 15 to 16 locations that you can now pick up your hard copy at any time. It doesn't cost you. It only cost you some gas to come in and pick it up. But I will say, hopefully by this summer, there's going to be another way you can get the newsletter.
All right.
And it's one of two things. It's whichever one's going to be the cheapest for me. Because again, there's not a lot of overhead here, and I always want to make sure that it's cost effective for us in the long run.
Yeah, we still have to pay for everything, and it's not like we have you guys. We're very blessed to have the sponsors, but we need you to help support our sponsors.
Yes, so please support them, like the cafe and the well at Tree City Inn. Kevin and them do a phenomenal job bringing new experiences here to our community. And again, every time I talk to him, I feel like I get educated about something new and upcoming.
Well, and listen, this is one of the things last week we had Justin Neely on with us.
That's right.
And we're going to try to get more into letting folks know the news about what's going on with the music scene here.
Yeah.
Because we're starting to have more places like going on the back porch at Smooth Rapids, going to the well on Friday and Saturday nights. Even our good friends down here with Seth Davis and
Begonias.
And Begonias, and then Collins River.
Yes.
And then our good friends with Brett and Marco at Mud Bums.
Yep.
And so those are just some of the places on top of the awesome and illustrious Park Theater right behind us here. So I think we're going to call it the McMinnville Music Minute.
I love that.
And try to get all the places of everybody who's playing.
You heard it here first.
All here. And so we're going to get with Mr. Justin Neely and all the McMinnville Musicians group on Facebook. And
that'd be a great little segment to do.
Well, listen, I just found out through that through the interview that there's actually a music store here in McMinnville, and they run it.
KK's?
So, well, no.
Oh,
this
another
is
one.
a real music store. This is not a.
We have a real one.
Shop. Yeah. Well, it's a boutique. I'll put it that way.
Okay,
So you have to make an appointment or know somebody that knows somebody.
Okay.
It's almost like a speakeasy. That's the
Okay.
password. But
Yeah.
no, seriously. But yeah, thank you, Justin Neely, and thank you. It's right across from Beauty and the Beard.
Yeah.
One of the people who shared.
Oh, about the Adopt a Senior.
yeah,
Yes.
So we hope to be doing that starting next week.
Okay.
And just going on, so it'll help all the people in our music community.
Yep.
And tighten us up. And then,
Mhm.
hey, look, if you got a gig going on in Nashville, if you're a band from here in
Yeah.
McMinnville, I don't care if you're the TC Bryant band or
August Low
if
or
August Low. We want to know if you're playing in Nashville. And guys, if you're going to shows in Nashville, if you're going to places at the caverns,
yes,
let us know.
Let us know.
Let us know, because we want to give you a shout out. We want to see. I think we need to do like a weekend drop where everybody like drops a picture of what they're doing on the weekend.
Ooh, I would
Because-
be for that.
And
We can do that on Mondays because it'd be on the weekend or just okay. I think we'll work on that one. As well as you see in the local voice, I wasn't there, but and I want to tell everybody that I want to say this on air and not to their faces. The newsletter this week was phenomenal. Between Brian, Melody, and Jeff and Vanessa. Oh my God, I need to leave more often. The newsletter was so overwhelmed with stories.
well,
I was so impressed. I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
and then we had this awesome editor step in and make sure that everything.
Yes. We're going to leave her. I'm not going to tell you who our editor in chief is now. We have officially, as of yesterday, we have an editor in chief, and I am so excited. Bring it tonight. Okay. I keep getting messages from everything mom mode. But as you can see, the new building for the FFA organization is up and at it. If you missed the videos, please go on our Facebook page and Instagram page and see that. But we have a couple of pictures there. A lot of people were there representing. It was so great. Also, in the newsletter, I wrote, "Oh, how sweet it is." That's what I titled it for you guys. I always like my headliners because I think that's what engages. Thank you. But also, Melody hit up Oh Sugar at their huge grand opening. So we talked about that. Moving on to the Angel season, which that was written by Brian Carr. And I just realized I didn't put your name on it, but he wrote that.
No,
And there is all those pictures there of him and his beautiful wife, Sarah. We got Ryan J. Moore and his wife, Ashley. Everybody, to me, from seeing your videos and everybody's pictures, you guys were decked to the nines, man.
Hey, that's, if we're going to go out and style and
Yeah.
be part of the Roaring 20s. But hey, shout out to Miss Cassell Davis putting on an awesome fundraiser.
Yes,
for
we
an
can clap
awesome
to
cause.
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And yeah, we can't wait to have you back. We'd love to know what the overall count was on
Yeah.
everything.
And I do want to say a shout out to the 2 overall winners that night.
Yeah.
Because
they
I sent it.
recognized some special people that
They
night.
did. And now where did it go? Here it is. Okay. So, and also too, if anybody that is watching the 25, can y'all please tag Shelly Smith and Beth Saunders, because we're trying to find pictures of them accepting their award as well as taking a picture with their award. That's one thing that Cassell was so upset we couldn't find a picture, but she was giving out the award.
Well, listen,
she can't do everything either,
Well, that was the thing. Everybody was working, and I
Yeah.
didn't want to just like go up in front of
You
everybody.
got to when you're the media. You'll
I
learn.
know.
You'll
I know.
learn.
Well, hey, let me tell you what. There were so many people in that room. I'm
Yeah.
going to have to bring a bigger camera.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have
I
to.
could have let you borrow my
Well,
Nikon. I didn't think about that.
I've got one, but I
Oh,
I didn't want to be that guy. But well, see, because there was a little,
Snafu. We're going to talk about
yeah.
Just
but,
moving on.
But I didn't want to be like that guy. But hey, if I can be that guy, I'll
Yeah.
be that guy, because we need to recognize the people
We
who
do.
are being recognized.
Because the winners that night, the Butterfly Award went to Shelly Smith, and then Beth Saunders won the Angel Award that night. And so everybody that was there, it was a very special moment. And I believe that the Butterfly Award was the newest one, correct?
Yes,
Because the Angel Award's always been given out.
Yeah.
But this one's a new one, the Butterfly Award. And Cassell, if everybody was there, went into detail of what that meant, the trials, the struggles, the triumphs of getting that award. So if anybody knows a Shelly Smith or a Beth Saunders that won that night and has a picture of them either accepting the award or taking a picture with that award, can you please let them know that Cassell Davis is looking for a photo of that? But keeping on, of course, I was so sad I wasn't there for this either. The farmers market officially opened, and so y'all can check that out. Melody was at that one as well. And then a shout out to Melody for, in that same sense, the block party at the Deerfield Museum, which, by the way, your brother Lee, brother-in-law.
No, he's my brother.
Okay.
My brother.
Lee.
But what was funny is Melody was there, and I was at another function, and then we flip-flop, and then she went back into town, and I was over there.
Oh, okay. So how do you tell me how was the Deerfield Museum event?
It was great. Now, there was a lot of stuff going on that Saturday, and it was a little windy, but for people to come out, and I caught the tail end of it. She caught the front end of it. And anytime you get to hear Steve Harvey and Lee Carr play guitar, it's always a fun time. Yeah. But I'll tell you, the people are good as gold out there, and just very proud of their community. What's really neat about these, and I'm starting to see it because I didn't grow up here. I grew up in Memphis. I grew up in a black farming community.
Okay,
it's called Woodstock. And the thing is there's one school. It used to be a totally segregated school. It was an all-black K through 12 high school, and it's the center of the farming community. And whenever people would play, when we had basketball, because that's the only sport we really had, everybody would come out. The whole community would come out for the basketball games, and that's what it reminds me of out at Dibble. They just got a rich history of being the community center and everything. And so there's so many wonderful people, too many to name, but you know who you are, that work with this FCE, and they do so much to keep the museum going. And they're just like a shining light in the community. So
they're another mover and shaker.
But then again, there was kind of like this cloud over everything, because all this stuff just a couple thousand feet away is where this potential rock quarry is going to be. And so everybody's on pins and needles with that. Yeah. So,
and remember, talking right about that, don't forget this Thursday, you can talk to Terry Bell face to face if you have any questions about the rock quarry and the resolution that they're coming up with, which is called the County Powers Act, that a majority of the surrounding counties are putting in effect when it comes to rock quarries only. But he is putting in here rock quarries, rock crushing, and mining. That's going to be in this bill. And we will, after I get off here, I just remembered I can get them scanned over at the Chamber of Commerce and put them right on our website. So our Facebook page and all the social medias. Were you going to say something?
Oh, no, I was just going to pop this in while I just had a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Ninth Sun is a local band. Yes, local to McMinnville. Catch them at Main Street Live and the
Shout
Fireworks
out to Luke.
Show. Now, aren't they opening up for the Joe Harvey Band? Because my understanding,
I don't know,
and the way Melody, this is different this year. So, guys, the way I'm understanding it, 4th of July, not going to be down here at Security Federal. Going to be at the Milner Recreation Center. Going to have the fireworks show afterwards on the 4th of July. That's what I'm hearing.
I think that'd be awesome.
Well, my initial plan was to go. We're supposed to be with the Beta Club in down in Florida, but we're coming back. But we weren't going to come directly to McMinnville. We were going to try to do the 4th of July in Washington, D.C. But because it's at the Milner Recreation Center or wherever they're going to have it, and not at Security Federal, this might be really cool. And if Ninth Sun's going to open up for them,
that's great.
And when is the 4th of July?
That's a good question. That's a great question. I want to say Friday on the 4th of July.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, on a weekend day.
Oh, yeah. So everybody's going to be off. It's going to be
It's going to be a long time. And continuing on with the stories, Barnes found this story from the TWRA guys, Jason and Pete. But of course, as we all know, turkey season has officially started this past Saturday. So get your hunt on. And then we are going to start, Barnes is writing some good stories about the unemployment rates, and he is going to start incorporating not just the Warren County communities, but the surrounding communities that are connected with us. But these are just, if you see the first few of them, I know it's a little small right now because it is, but he's got in there White County, Coffee County, and Warren County. But he is going to start incorporating, and I just want to let everybody know in case you're listening, because I know you guys, even that do our follow us through weather, I sent him the list. We need to incorporate Warren, White, Van Buren County, Coffee County, Cannon County, DeKalb County, Sequatchie County, and we're going to include Cumberland County because we have some Cumberland County viewers as well. So we just want to keep you informed about that.
Well, hey, wouldn't it be cool? I've been thinking about this because we love McMinnville. We love these surrounding counties. We do these pop-ins. We're going to have to do a show in Cumberland County, maybe the Cumberland County Playhouse.
Something maybe we can ask our listeners where they would like us to pop in.
Oh, yeah, that would be a good thing. Where would you like us to go in the surrounding area?
Say during the summer, we may take some road trips.
Look, I'm all for it. Letting the folks know who we are in other places and broaden our horizons.
Exactly.
Well, we won't be in, I will be in Canada after the 4th of July, but not.
Yeah, you'll be
not
fine.
before because Junior's going to be in Canada.
Oh, I'll be in Canada. There you go. Canada. You don't say, eh?
Hey.
Also, a cool story that is going on in Coffee County that maybe some folks may not know about, but want to read about it. They're doing a construction is beginning on the bridge out there in Coffee County, so that's going to cause some issues and, chaos. So you can read that as well. And then, of course, a shout out to the new members alert. Of course, I could not be there for this one because I was out of town, but a shout out to the Durham Athletics as they did their ribbon cutting. Mm-hmm. And a couple of upcoming events. There is a red ribbon cutting coming up this Thursday at the Applebee's. So make sure you come. They're new members of that. And right after the red ribbon cutting, we're going to have a special pop-in podcast with the ladies at the Chamber of Commerce because a lot of you folks are like, what is the Chamber? What does it do? I'm new here. I'm old here, but I don't know what's new to the Chamber, So we are going to get together with Jackie, with Melissa, with Lakeland, with Wendy, and with Miss Jennifer. All that's in the Chamber of Commerce building. So you guys know exactly what's going on.
All right.
And so, again, I always say they're like our local Google there at the Chamber of Commerce. And this all got started because somebody called the Chamber of Commerce and was asking, can you help me with my taxes? And so they can't do taxes there, but they can recommend somebody to help you with your taxes.
Preferably a chamber member.
Oh, and going through this because we have been talking about a lot of events, and I'll go back into this. The last week with the two stories, Barnes wrote about the Lady Raiders winning over against the Lady Pioneers last week, as well as the Pioneer Boys losing against the Eagles last week. So you can see that in our sports article and then our upcoming events. And going back to what Junior's saying, one of the big events that is happening, which I say is a kickoff to the summer. I know that Main Street Live, I think, starts in June sometime, but in May, the first weekend in May, it's back to the Strip. And we are fortunate enough to be one of the lucky sponsors this year, which don't let me forget, I got to go by there this week to get the stuff. But with that said, Mary and her team do a phenomenal job raising awareness, raising the funds. And one thing, we're going to have some folks on to talk about this. And I want to pull it up just to make sure something new that they are doing. And where is it at? Listings to you. No, I need to go back and just go to him directly. I'm going to have Chris Terry or somebody come on the show because I know he won't be back until I think next week. Because he does a lot of driving. But Back to the Strip does this thing. It's called the Blessings Program. And the Back to the Strips is a Blessings Program, has been able to bless a total of 35 families since our last year's event. 23 families currently receive, now there's 23 families to this day currently receiving this blessings program. Our monetary contributions go to the utility companies, currently totaling, they have given $32,675.87 to help with like the utilities. Because when people get sick, when things happen to families, you are not promised tomorrow. And guess what? Also, you're not promised the bills to stop. So the bills, and before they pile up and add another additive stress to you, Back to the Strip, Mary and Chris and them came up with this blessings program. And I just think it's amazing with all the funds that they get and how they help people. It says, additionally, our local Meals on Wheels received all non-perishable foods from the 2024 event, as well as a donation of $10,000 to be spent with the Warehouse Discount Groceries and Save-A-Lot, keeping your dollars local, because that's what it's all about. This event is for local people, and, shop local, be local. In 2025, all institutional size cans and dry goods will go to Meals on Wheels. Let me say this again. For the 2025, all institutional size cans and dry goods will go to Meals on Wheels. Smaller can items and dry goods will be donated to a local food ministry. Your 2025 donations will help this program to continue and grow, which will allow us to bless more families in our community. And Back to the Strip again is located at 2329 Faulkner Springs Road in McMinnville, which of course is where Custom Vinyl Signs is located. But I just wanted to get that out there this morning because the Blessings program has done so much for our community. And when they came up with this concept, because it used to be Meals on Wheels all the time, but now they're doing this Blessings program on top of that. And I'm like, this is phenomenal because it stays within our community.
Yeah. Well, look, we have a lot of people hurting in our community.
We
got
do.
a lot of people making it just because of the charity of others in our community.
Yes.
Every time I go to some of these churches, or hey, you got Northside Baptist, when you see the cars lined up, that's a food giveaway, guys.
Yeah.
That's just people waiting 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. We've got several different places. What's the one that opened out towards Campaign?
You shouldn't have told me.
I know.
Oh.
But the thing is
Mr. Lucky, no, it's going to kill me.
but we've got so
I've
many of
helped
these
things,
and so yeah, we've got a lot of hurting.
It's going to get.
We'll get it after the break.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick break and get a word from our sponsors, and when we come back, we're going to talk about what national day is it.
Oh my goodness!
And we're also going to talk about, of course, going into the Dow Jones, seeing what Dow Jones is all about. And then, ending with what is upcoming events starting today throughout the rest of the week.
Oh.
And we also have, I forgot to mention, we're also going to talk about another pop-in podcast that's going to be happening tomorrow.
All right. And here, just a little snippet of what you're going to get on your national day. Near, far, wherever you are.
Okay.
I believe that my heart will go on.
Let's see. Once more. I can't go that high. I can't be Celine. Once more you carry me on.
Sweat.
Yeah. No, I
give the
I could have done this while you were singing. I know what it was. I was like, I should have held you, Jack.
Everybody go back and screenshot that and make your best meme out of it.
Oh my God. Yes. But we're going to take a quick word from our sponsors, and we're going to come back. We're going to wrap up the show and talk all things locally happening on this week. And don't forget, if you want to be getting a text message each week from me, you got to be a part of that text club. Text the keyword Warren first. No, that's the other way. I keep going back. I'm back now. Text the number 81010, and in the message, do the @ Warren 931, and it's through the Remind app. You can be added to it, okay? But right now, let's get a quick word from our sponsors, and let's listen to what Citizens Tri-County Bank's all about.
Mr. Shane!
Yeah!
Keep it first!
People of this region for 53 years, and we are fully committed to the people and the communities that place their trust in us. McMinnville in Warren County is just one of the 9 counties that we serve. With 4 convenient branch locations, along with 7 ATM and ITM locations, you can be assured that Citizens Tri-County Bank is close by. Committed to you and committed to the communities we serve. It truly is what makes Citizens Tri-County Bank the only community bank you will ever need. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
February is the month of delicious deals at Sonic Drive-In in McMinnville. Get ready to treat yourselves. Starting February the 24th, cool down with their delicious, refreshing strawberry mangonada slush. Perfect for those sunny days. Start your day right with our special drink offer until 10 a.m. Make Sonic your rise and shine morning destination. So many flavors to choose from. And remember, we've got the best sun drop in town. Dive into these amazing deals this February at Sonic Drive-In.
This is David Moore with Supreme Building Products. We've been your one-stop shopping center for lumber and building supplies since 1963. We're a family-owned business and operated and proudly served Warren counties for over 50 years. At Supreme, it's not just about great prices, but it's about exceptional service. Our customers are what's always supreme. From lumber to roofing to plumbing and paint, we have everything you need to build your dream home from the ground up. Whether you're a contractor, a homeowner, or a weekend warrior, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you at our state-of-the-art drive-through lumberyard. Visit us, please, at the corner of Highway 70 and North Spring Street. There's something for everyone at Supreme Building Products, where quality and customers come first, and the coffee's always free. And always be sure to shop local. Call us, please, at 473-9564.
Spring is here, and so are your yard care needs. Visit McMinnville Lawn and Garden at 129 Keel Drive, where we've been serving our community since 1995. With a rock-solid reputation for excellent service, our dedicated team is here to help you find the best lawnmowers, leaf blowers, chainsaws, weed eaters, and more. We proudly carry top brands like Echo, Stihl, Shindala, Gravely, Cub Cadet, and Skag. Take advantage of our early spring service, free pickup, and a discount on service. Plus, from chainsaws to gardening tools, we've got you covered for storm season. Trust the experts at McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where quality and customer satisfaction come first. Call us today at 815-5296.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Oh, where'd I go? There I am. Welcome back, guys. Let's get it. Brought to you by Reddick Brown Ford. Currently in downtown McMinnville, we are at 59 degrees. No, sorry, it just changed. 60 degrees in downtown McMinnville. Remember, sunny conditions are expected around at the highest point today at 3 p.m. Wind gusts are up to 35 miles per hour, and making temperatures really feel like, even though it's 60, it might be 54, which honestly, it's not that bad. I like that kind of weather. Spring is here, and the highest of the highs today, it's going to be 68 degrees. And let me tell you, it's going to be in the highs of the 60s and 70s all week long. I am so excited about this. Now, Saturday, because some people ask me about, because April showers bring May flowers. Saturday and Sunday and the rest on, there is potential chances of rain coming our way for the weekend. But right now in downtown McMinnville, we are at 60 degrees. Now, I was talking with Brian off air as we were getting all this, and I think it's on this one. I sent you guys on announcements because our good friend Kevel Sheath, owner and operator of the Well and the Cafe at Tree City, they do a phenomenal job. And I'm trying to find, there's so much stuff I messaged you guys. Okay. Oh, well, that's just for that week. I don't want to say that. Okay. I have to ask Kevel. You talk though. Right now, It's national something.
Oh yeah, it's national something. Let me go on to the national screen here today. Let you see what's going on. Use this tab instead. Let's get the advertisement off. Come on, y'all. My internet's getting a little wonky
No,
here.
you are fine. I'm going to
right.
get out while you talk on.
All right,
I can't do that. Hoo-ha. I'm trying to make it bigger.
Oh,
there you go.
Don't need to be bigger.
Yeah, you do.
No, cool. So, guys, I'm trying to get my screen on so you can view the screen there. Well, look at you, Kelly.
I'm trying to mess with it today. You like that?
I love it. Now we're gonna add this to stage.
There you go. Oh, okay. That's fine. That is fine.
There we go. Look at there. Now, it is National Day. And look, this is really cool because today is National Laundry Day, National Purple Up Day, National Glazed Spiral Ham Day.
What is that?
Well, we'll talk more about that. Let's go through these.
Okay.
I have a feeling it's going to be hard. And if you picked up what we were putting down before the break, it's National Titanic Remembrance Day.
Oh, yes.
So in 1912, and I believe it was in April, between April 13th and April 15th. That's when April 14th into the 15th is when the Titanic sunk. So this is National Titanic Remembrance Day. So if you're near, far, wherever you are, I believe that my heart.
You're blowing it away.
Wrong way, Jack.
Wrong way. You gotta look that way, and I blow that way.
It's National Rubber Erase Day, and leads us into National Take a Wild Guess Day.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Why is it National Rubber Erase Day?
Or why Derek Coates said it's National Laundry Day. Go girls, get your chores done. Those are fighting words.
Oh, Derek.
I don't know. Why would you say that, Derek?
He's English. We got to give him a pass.
He put smiley faces.
Because today is National Tax Day. And so, hey, we'll tell you more about National Glazed Spiral Ham Day. We're going to send this out to all our peeps and friends because they need to know this is National Glazed Spiral Ham Day on April 15th each year. Celebrates innovative and delicious food. This gourmet-looking dish, often found at holiday feasts, originated in the basement of Harry J. Husenlar. Now, who is that now? In 1952, the Detroit, Michigan entrepreneur patented not only his spiral slicer, but the ham and glaze as well. His innovative device made it possible for the entire bone-in ham to be sliced in one continuous, even spiral. The result was not only perfect for baking, but for serving too, resulting in slices presented a beautiful main course meal. Then in 1957, Husenlar founded Honey Baked Ham.
Oh my God, that is a sacred.
Thank you, Mr. Husenlar.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, because everybody
Gotta have
loves
honey baked ham.
Oh yeah, everybody loves the honey
And
baked
you
ham.
gotta go to those honey baked ham stores that are like at Cookville and Murfreesboro. I don't know if anybody sells honey baked like the legit.
Oh yeah. Well, look, my mother-in-law, she comes in from Jackson, Tennessee during Thanksgiving. Always brings us spiral.
Oh my gosh, I bet it's so good.
Ham. Oh, it's wonderful. And hey, National Day is brought to you by our great friends at Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy. Thank you, Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy. And look, we're going to do a change of pace because we're going to go. We're going to go to the market real here. We'll share this tab and see if
Tim Walker says Derek's in the doghouse. Yes, he
I think
is.
Derek lives in the doghouse. I don't know if it says share this tab instead. Okay, it's coming in on the stream. Oh, there it is. All right.
Keep going, bro.
Thank you. Because one of the guys we haven't been able to shout out enough is Mr. Johnny Killen. He is an entrepreneur and celebrating his entrepreneurial spirit and the good job they do over at Milwaukee Garden. And guys, it is grass season. It is on. Our Dow Jones Industrial Average is bumped up, starting at today at 40,524. We're up 95 points to 40,620. So we're gaining that stuff back, and I hope we gain more, but hopefully the markets get straightened up. But guys, we really want the bond market to get strong. If we get the bond market strong, then we can bring down some of these interest rates, because people can't buy houses right now.
No.
The interest rates are too high, and for average people, they can't afford them. So, hey, make sure that you go see Scotty Kill and our good folks at McMinnville Lawn and Garden. They've got all kinds of things. They've got molds. They've got all kinds of stuff that you need. You can always give them a call. But thank you, McMinnville Lawn and Garden, for being a sponsor of Warren First 931. We're so thankful for our partnership.
Thank you, thank you. And then, speaking of a new partnership, I forgot to tell you about, Brian.
What surprise!
I know. Shout out to Mr. Tim Walker. He is with, and I'm going to post this picture right now for you guys. He is one of our newest level 1 sponsorships.
All right.
Walker's Minor Roadside.
Ooh.
You can give him a call at 423-615-1937. And again, as I go back, delete my screenshot, stuck on the side of the road, well, you can call Walker's Minor Roadside, fast, reliable roadside assistance when you need it the most. Serving the Warren County and surrounding areas, Walker's Minor Roadside is your go-to solution for minor roadside emergencies. Whether you're locked out, need a jump start, ran out of fuel, or have a flat tire, we've got you covered. Services we offer is lockouts, jump starts, fuel deliveries, tire changes, affordable rates. Warren County residents get service starting just at $50 in the Warren County area. Military veteran discount honoring all who have served. Don't stress out. All the best for the Walker's Minor Roadside at 423-615-1937. Now, he did say if you use this code, which I'm so excited, we're actually a code now. So he knows, again, if you need this assistance, he's going to know that it's you guys that you heard it from here. You can use the code Kelly. It's like ... Kelly ... for $5 off.
Oh, cool.
So if you use my name, pretty much say Kelly, you're going to get $5 off of this roadside assistance. So again, thank you to Walker's Minor Roadside as one of our newest sponsors.
Put this number in your phone. Have that in your emergency contacts.
You all have an yeah. I had my thing on. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Aretha. There you go, Tim. And shout out to Tim Walker. Please stop by and give us your business card and post it in our window. That's from Miss Tina at Our Coffee, always supporting our local entrepreneurs here in the community. I was trying to think, there's one more thing, and I was trying to go back to my text messages, but I think it's with Ryan. I want to say two more quick shout outs. One with the cafe and all their specials that they run, but also, is anything special going on with Sonic right now?
Oh, yes. Well, I've got
Because I know you always
up, and we can share this tab if let's.
I need to bronc you out. Hold on.
That's all right. Notice how we had the two angles that going on.
Yeah, I had the two angles. I was messing with it today.
Oh, look, look, guys. We know sometimes you get tired, especially seeing me. Now, Kelly, you can't get enough of.
No,
the beard,
you can.
Yeah,
you can. You can't have enough of me. I'm too much sometimes. Go on.
Kelly, no. But it's Tuesday, and so Tuesday nights got Taster. Every Tuesday night after 5 p.m., enjoy 50% off Sonic cheeseburgers when you order online or on the app. Discount automatically applies at checkout. And then these junior chicken sandwiches.
Those sound really good.
Hey, look, when I get off of work, I don't want breakfast food. Every place is serving breakfast food except Sonic. They are serving hamburgers and chili cheese conies.
Oh, yeah. They serve supper all the time.
Chicken bites.
Yeah.
And then they always have the half price drinks early in the morning. So I get a large cherry Coke or something like that. Cherry Coke Zero.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I got to cut my calories when I can because I'm eating the stuff that's probably not good for you all the time. Yeah. You should eat. But, hey, look, whenever Daddy gets off and he's been up all night long working, that's what Daddy wants to do is cook.
Yeah.
I got an empty house. Everybody's at work. Everybody's at school. So I get to come over here. But, hey, we're at Tops Metro Deli. And so I want to yell, hey, Matt, what's the soup of the day?
Today, I think, Matt, is the soup today the chicken tortellini? Or is that Santa Fe?
Taco.
Thursday is the chicken one.
It smells so good. And so, yeah, guys.
It smells so delicious.
I wish Tops was open.
Oh, I know, right?
When I got off work. But, but hey, that's all right. We got a lot of good choices. Got a lot of wonderful sponsors here.
We do. We really do. And Kevil, like I said, the cafe has their, again, they do all this stuff locally, ran and operated as well. But the Rusty Bucket Ethiopian blend, they offer that. And Rusty Bucket is a local roaster or rooster. I can't even say roaster. It should just be rooster. Can we just say what I feel like after the roaster from a husband and wife team. They sell the coffee in both ground or whole bean. They have 7 different types of coffee styles, including decaf. All the drinks can be made. By the way, all the drinks that they offer at the cafe can also be made in a decaf form. And a shout out to Oh Sugar, Candy Lady, and Berrylicious, because they also sell some snack, like some breakfast desserts in the morning as well. And since today is Tuesday, Brian, at the Well, it's 2 off Tuesdays, meaning $2 off any well-made libation as well as a bar bite. So with that said, it has been a phenomenal day. And again, if you missed our first part of the show talking about the County Powers Act, I already got messages on my social media, and I'm gonna send them this video. Tag people in this video. Let them know how Terry Bell, our county executive, broke this down. We are gonna be sharing this County Powers Act on top of that as well, so you guys know about it. But with that said, it has been another phenomenal day. Thanks again to Matt and Anna here at Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli for letting us do our studio in here each and every day. Don't forget, as of right now, we're going to do a special pop-in podcast tomorrow. It's either going to be here or I'm going to try to get the Park Theater. I haven't talked to Joe yet. I'm going to talk to him after today. But we are going to be sitting down, me and Vanessa, because she's the one that set this up. She's going to interview the Park Theater group and talk about their upcoming High School Musical.
Ooh.
And they're going to have some, while it's TCAP, they're not testing on Wednesday. They're going to have some kids show up with us as well.
Nice.
And maybe we can get a little performance. I don't know. But again, it's going to be exciting. And then Thursdays, for any hot goss that we haven't talked about yet, if you want to get the real juice of the subject, check out our Juicy Thursdays over in downtown McMinnville with Mary and them and the gang. They do a phenomenal job with what they do. I may be showing up at Supreme. I haven't got in touch with Reese yet. I'm going to call him today.
Okay.
But if they're okay with us taking a break, we're going to be taking a break on Friday to be with our families because there's no school. And, everybody wants to be with their loved ones, right? It's a time to be with your loved ones and be in that spiritual moment.
Hey, this is Holy Week. Palm Sunday, and I've got this pulled up. One of my good friends, she wrote, she posted this, and it said, Palm Sunday, Jesus enters Jerusalem. Holy Monday, Jesus freed the sacrificial animals and cleansed the temple. That's when he was kicking over tables and broke out the whip.
Okay.
And then on Holy Tuesday, Jesus taught at the temple. And so,
so that would be today.
That would be today. So, guys, I encourage everyone, if you don't know Jesus, you better ask somebody because that's the only way to real peace in this world.
Exactly. Okay. So, and Reba, and again, there's people that are for the County Powers Act and there's people that are against it. And so, that's why you need to talk to, I want to say this one more time, like Terry Bell said, talk to your county commissioners. They are the ones that are going to vote for it, and they need at least 2/3 vote for this to pass. Mm-hmm. So if you are for it, let them know. If you are against it, like Reba here is, you let your county, whoever your county commissioner is in your district, you need to let them know. And if you don't know who your county commissioner district is, you can call the county commissioner's office once again and find out, or look online.
Yeah, you can actually go to the Warren County.
The .gov website,
There's a PDF map that you can look up, and it will show you the map, and it's 12 districts. You find out where you live in the district, and that will tell you what district you're in. and then you can see the commissioners on there, and I think they're about alphabetical order, but they will tell what district they cover. There's 2 commissioners per district. So
okay. With that said, guys, take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm getting hungry and a little still tired. I'm getting my land legs back. It's not been the best, but take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, Warren County, keep it first.